What is the strongest curse technique in JJK? Some of y'all might say it's Yuta's, Gojo's, or even Sukuna's, but all those answers are wrong. It's the 10 Shadows. It is the best curse technique in JJK, and it's not even close. And I'm here to tell you why. Also subscribe to the YT channel, please and thank you. The 10 Shadows has an unlimited amount of possibilities, and a 10 Shadows user with their full potential is unstoppable. First, to refresh you guys' memories, these are all the Shikigami. Okay, so we're gonna speed run these Shikigami. The first one you get is Divine Dogs. They're pretty simple, 2 wolves that can help you fight. Then there are the Toads. They act as support. The third is Great Serpent. It's a giant snake. That's really it. Nue, the 4th Shikigami. This one is more interesting. It can fly and has lightning abilities, which can vary on the level of the sorcerer. On to the 5th one, Max Elephant. It's a giant tank that shoots water. And the 6th one of my personal favorite, is Rabbit Escape. Basically an unkillable amount of rabbits that have hands. Look at that boy scrapping with Toji. I can just imagine Yuji training Megumi's rabbits when they're all chilling. The 7th Shikigami is the Madoka Deer. This deer has reverse curse technique and the ability to cancel all techniques. So this one, yeah, it's strong. The 8th one is the Ox Bull. This one is really cool. It basically can just build up an unlimited amount of power running in a straight line. So it's got some crazy one-shot potential if you're able to charge that run up. The 9th Shikigami, I don't even know what it is. I don't even think it's been summoned in the manga. The 10th, Mr. I Summon This Treasure, 8-handled divergent sword, Scylla Divine. Man, I ain't reading all this shit. It's Mr. Big Raga the Apostapa. He punches grandmas, will run a fade with a baby, and he gives women equal rights and lefts. Alright, so now that you're caught up, let's get into Sukuna. He has shown that cursed energy can affect how strong the Shikigami are. Look how big Nue got. That thing was summoning lightning bolts. Then you have Totality, which I think is one of the main reasons this technique is so strong. You can fuse and mismatch your Shikigami together. The amount of combinations to be made that we just haven't seen in the series are insane. I have a personal favorite that we haven't seen yet. What would happen if you fused Rabbit Escape with Maharaga? Imagine an army of baby Maharagas flying around and adapting to everything. And then you could have other Shikigami fight as well. No one would be beating that. Or you could fuse the Toads with the reindeer and Nue so you can have a bunch of flying, healing frogs around you. There's also the popular one where if you just fused all 10 of them together, like what kind of super Shikigami would it make? I don't know. And I know they'd be the strongest thing in the verse at the very least. I mean, we've also seen Sukuna use his own Shikigami powers when he shot a piercing water at Gojo. I've had this theory since season 1, and I think I'm right. If all your Shikigami died, would the power go to the user? And I think that's a yes. I mean, Sukuna has shown it's possible, so it only makes sense. A 10 Shadows user really can make themselves the ultimate Shikigami. And I'm not done. I haven't even gotten to Binding Vows or Domains. In a domain, it's been shown you can make multiple Shikigami. Well, what happens if you pop a domain and just create a bunch of Maharagas? Well, I guess whoever you're fighting is just fucked. And when it comes to binding vows, I have a few in mind. Mei Mei has a binding vow that sacrifices her crows' lives to basically turn them into missiles, and it's stated that they can kill anyone but Satoru Gojo. Now that's a crazy power-up from just a normal bird. So what if Megumi's Rabbit Escape, he does a binding vow that would basically kamikaze the rabbits if they take any damage in a fight. So you just have an army of exploding rabbits. Let's just say there's going to be a lot of fur everywhere. I've also thought of a binding vow where if you just don't summon Maharaga, then your other Shikigami can get a boost in strength. This one's straightforward. Don't pull a Megumi and summon Big Raga for every inconvenience. I swear Megumi would summon Maharaga if someone cut him in line.